Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to one and all. Previous lecture we were in with chapter 4 climate, and I had explained to you the climate of Brazil, where it was given on page number 25, showing you the chloropleth map, the isopleth map. Chloropleth map means a map having one color and the shades are of the same color, and isopleth map is telling you lines connecting regions, places are having the same temperature or the rainfall, and arrows showing you the different types of winds coming from different directions. Well, Brazil has an annual average temperature, rainfall, which is also known as precipitation in that way, and two major latitudes pass through Brazil. That is the 0-degree latitude, equator from the northern part of Brazil, and the Tropic of Capricorn from the southern part of Brazil. The highest rainfall received in Brazil is less than 3000 millimeters of rainfall, and the range of temperature is from 18 degrees to 28 degrees Celsius. Now we move on to page number 26. Let's talk about our own beloved country, our motherland, India. Page number 26. Out here we have good amount of rainfall, ranging from around approximately less than 500 millimeters rainfall to a maximum on an average base more than 4000 millimeters of rainfall. India has the greatest region having rainfall in that case, where it goes up to 11,000 millimeters of rainfall in the state of Meghalaya, in the place named as Cherrapunji and Mawsynram. Meghalaya is a state in the eastern part of your India. You can see it in the figure 4.3, India map, page number 26, where you find the state of Meghalaya. The capital is Shillong out there. Mawsynram and Cherrapunji have the highest rainfall received all over the world, and a region which is just 61 kilometers away from these two main regions, that is Shillong, receives very less or meager rainfall, which just goes to an average of just 1000 millimeters of rainfall, whereas Mawsynram and Cherrapunji receive more than 11,000 millimeters of rainfall. Now if you check out the map by itself, you can see that all the regions on the western Ghats and the region in the eastern part of India, that the state of Meghalaya, the state of Assam, showing you great amount of rainfall regions out there. Then you have the lesser regions. If you look at the region of Jammu Kashmir, where the rainfall is rather meager or less, because the complete region of Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, is covered by ice all around the year. Then you can see region of Rajasthan, the state of Rajasthan, the Marustali desert, the Thar desert, in that way. And we have one major latitude passing through the center part of India, right from the state of Gujarat, passing through part of Rajasthan, passing through Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, then into the Mizoram, Tripura region. That is your Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north of the equator. You can see different other regions telling you or showing you all the various types of rainfall, starting from around 300 millimeters of rainfall to going to more than 4000 millimeters rainfall on an average base during the 4 months of rainfall India receives. That is from June, July, August and September. Apart from that, you can see the range of temperature The minimum range of temperature is 20 degrees in many parts of India. That's if you look at Himachal, Jammu Kashmir, there's 20 degrees line out there. Then you can see in the region of state of Meghalaya, region of Mawsynram, 20 degrees again, and parts of Assam also having 20 degrees Celsius. Then you go down to bottom to your Kerala and Tamil Nadu region, again you have the region of 20 degrees Celsius out there, showing you different temperatures all over the different parts of India. The range of temperature starts from 20 degrees right up to 29 degrees. That means the range of temperature is just 9 degrees, whereas in Brazil it is off from 18 to 28 degrees, a good difference of 10 degrees in that case. Here India receives rain from two sides, one from the southwest west winds, and then from the totally bottom part you can see the arrows coming from down through the Bay of Bengal side also, that is the southeast winds that take the regions of your Tamil Nadu, covering Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar. All these regions have the rain-bearing winds from the Bay of Bengal, whereas the western Ghats or the western coast of India receives rain from the Arabian Sea side, that is the southwest winds carrying ample amount of moisture for the onset of the precipitation for India. Let's move on with the question part. On page number 26 there are 8 questions on top of it, so let's go ahead with that and I'll just explain it to you. First question of figure 4.3, which region gets more than 4,000 millimeters of rainfall? That means the region with very dark blue in color or purplish in color, where the shade of blue is given, that is your southwest coast side, that is the Western Ghats, which is in the broken region, and the northeastern region, that is the region of the state of Meghalaya and the state of Assam. Next question, identify the regions with maximum and minimum temperature. Obviously maximum temperature you will find in the state of Rajasthan, that is the Thar desert, or you can call it as the Marusthali desert, and minimum temperature is found in the complete region of the Himalayas, the upper Himalayas or the greater Himalayas, the Himadris and the Shivalik range. They completely cover the state of Jammu Kashmir, parts of Uttar Pradesh, and then move on to the eastern states, that's your Sikkim, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. Next question is, in which direction is the temperature increasing? Remember the question, in which direction is the temperature increasing? Obviously if you check it out, from north to south the temperature increases. The increasing of temperature is from southwards. So if you see 20 degrees right to the bottom of India, 20, 23, 27, 26, 25, 29, that means it keeps on increasing as you come towards the center part of India. And obviously the highest temperature you will find in the state of Rajasthan, which is totally arid land, dry land, and a desert land in that case. Next question, identify the direction of the winds shown. What are they known as? Obviously you can see the winds out here, and the name of the winds telling you is your southwest winds that move from the Arabian Sea and move towards the northeast side, and then these winds are known as the southwest monsoon winds, where we get our rainfall, or the western coast of India gets its rainfall from these southwest winds moving from southwest right towards the northeast part. Next question, Which winds are responsible for the rainfall in India? Obviously, we can have both the sides winds are appearing. One are the southwest winds, and the second one is the southeast winds. Southwest winds arise from the Arabian Sea and give you ample amount of rainfall to the western coast of India, whereas the southeast winds coming from the Bay of Bengal give the eastern coast a good amount of rainfall. At present, Bihar is suffering a great loss due to the floods that have appeared in the state of Bihar, where there is loss of man and property in that case. Next question. Some part of Rajasthan is under desert. What could be the reason for it? That means, I've already told you that Rajasthan state is a dry region, arid land where there is little or no rainfall. It goes up to just 120 millimeters of rainfall in the city of Jaisalmer, and this happens because of the Aravalli ranges that block the winds to move towards the state of Rajasthan. Next question. Draw the main parallel of latitude passing through India which affects its climate. Obviously, you can see the Tropic of Cancer that runs through the center part of India, where that is the main latitude for India, whereas the country of Brazil has two major latitudes, that is the equator 0° latitude and the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south, whereas India has 23.5 degrees north, Tropic of Cancer. Next question. In which part of peninsular region of India are semi-arid climatic conditions found, and why? Obviously, the eastern part of the Western Ghat, that means where we are living at present. If you look at the Arabian Sea, the Western Ghats have great height. So the winds, the southwest winds do have rain-bearing clouds. They have ample amount of moisture in it, and they come towards the Western Ghats. They drain themselves out on the western side itself rather than moving towards the eastern side. That is why the region of the eastern part of the Western Ghat is called the leeward side, or the orographic rainfall side, or the rain shadow side, because it receives less rainfall from the Arabian Sea side. Any questions, any queries, any doubts, any problems? Remember that you have to refer to Phonics Educare on YouTube to get anything. Even though I have given you more than what is written in the textbook, I am giving you more details, but yet you want to read or go through Phonics Educare for better understanding. One more assignment I am telling you, all the maps of India and Brazil, you have to do it. Remember, I am telling you again and again and again the same thing every lecture. I have to remind you that you have to do all the maps in your textbooks up to mark. There are 22 maps, India and Brazil counted together, and that will consist of 14 marks towards your board exam. So if you practice it properly, learn it up thoroughly, learn it and do it practically by yourself. Don't ask your parents, don't ask your younger ones or the elder ones to help you, because they are not going to sit for the exams. You are going to sit for the exam. If you do it practically, if you do it by yourself, then you will learn it up and you will get 14 marks in hand at that very moment. So that's very important, that you do your things by yourself and you do it in a practically manner, learning it up also. That's very important. 22 maps, you have to do all of it as and when told. I'm telling you now itself so that you can do it well in advance, because it's an assignment towards your internal assessment also. Apart from that, if you do it practically by yourself, you are learning or putting 14 marks into your pocket, and your 10 marks will be given by me if you have your assignment completed with all the 22 maps, India and Brazil together. Thank you. Jazakallah.